welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a look at some excerpts you sent in from The Ultimate Guide to Identifying and Using Crystals and Materials.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm already fascinated. There's so much here. I think our mission should be to pull out the most interesting and useful information from this guide.
Absolutely. Make it accessible. Whether someone is just curious about crystals or needs to choose the right material for a project, we'll equip them with the knowledge they need.
I like it. And this guide truly covers it all, from basic identification to some pretty high-level stuff. We'll navigate it all and highlight what stands out.
Perfect. Get ready for some aha moments as we explore the diverse world of crystals and materials.
So starting right in, how do we even begin to tell one crystal from another? I mean, there are so many.
Right. Well, the guide lays out some core features. These are surprisingly easy to grasp, too. You've got hardness, which basically means how resistant it is to scratching.
Okay, hardness.
And then there's luster, which is all about how light reflects off the surface. And of course, you've got color. And transparency, which is how much light can pass through it. These are your initial clues. It's like a crystal's fingerprint.
Like a fingerprint. So if we're talking hardness, we've got to mention the Mohs scale, right?
Absolutely. Couldn't do this without the Mohs scale. It gives us a relative measure of a mineral's hardness. It's been a cornerstone of mineralogy for centuries and still super useful today.
It's so simple. It goes from 1 to 10. The guide mentions a diamond, the hardest, is at a 10. And talc, like what's in baby powder, it's the softest, at a 1.
Exactly. And a mineral that ranks higher on the scale will scratch one lower down. It's hands-on. You know, it helps us understand the atomic bonds that hold the crystal together.
Fascinating. So a simple scratch can reveal so much.
It really can.
Okay, so then there's luster. The guide uses quartz as an example of what it calls vitreous luster.
And glass, right.
Yeah, like glass. And then there's pyrite with a metallic luster, which I guess is pretty self-explanatory.
Right. It looks like metal. It all comes down to how light bounces off the surface. You see, the atoms in a crystal are arranged in a specific, very ordered way. We call this a crystal lattice.
Crystal lattice.
And this lattice interacts with light in a very particular way. So a glassy luster tells us something different about the atomic arrangement than, say, a metallic luster does.
I see. So the way light interacts with a crystal tells us a lot about its structure.
You got it. It's often one of the first things you notice, and it can immediately give you an idea of what you're looking at.
That makes sense. And then transparency, the guide says, has a whole spectrum, from totally see-through to completely opaque, like clear quartz. You can see right through it. But some amethyst, it doesn't let any light through.
Right. Transparency is all about how tightly packed the atoms are and whether there are any imperfections or impurities that might scatter the light. Those factors really change how we perceive the crystal's color and appearance.
It's incredible how those tiny impurities can make such a big difference.
It really is.
Now, the guide also mentions some things that sound pretty technical to me, like UV light tests and refractive index measurements. Are these like tools for real crystal experts?
Well, they do get a bit more technical, but they're essential tools for gemologists. They help confirm a crystal's identity, especially when distinguishing between natural and lab-grown stones.
Oh, I see. So like when you need to be absolutely sure.
Exactly. Now, some minerals will actually glow under UV light. That's called fluorescence. Certain impurities make them do that.
Fluorescence. That sounds cool.
It is. It's like a hidden secret revealed under a special light.
So what about that other one, the refractive index? What's that all about?
Think about a straw in a glass of water. It looks bent, right? That's because the light bends as it passes from the air into the water.
Okay, I can picture that.
Well, the same thing happens when light passes from the air into a crystal. The amount it bends is the refractive index, and each mineral has a unique one. It's like another fingerprint, but on an optical level.
So we can use light to identify crystals based on how much it bends.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool.
Wow, science is amazing. Okay, so we've covered some of the basics of identifying crystals. Now, can we dive into some specific types? The guide mentions quartz a lot.
Quartz is everywhere. It's one of the most abundant minerals on Earth. And the variety is just astounding.
I know, right? Rose quartz, amethyst, citrine, they all look so different.
And they are, but fundamentally they're all quartz. The color differences come from tiny amounts of other elements present during the crystal's formation.
Like impurities.
Exactly. For example, amethyst gets its purple color from trace amounts of iron. It's amazing how those tiny additions can create such dramatic visual differences.
It really is. So what about tourmaline? The guide talks about its piezoelectric properties.
Piezoelectricity is a fascinating phenomenon. It means that certain materials, like tourmaline, can generate an electrical charge when you apply pressure.
Wait, so you squeeze it and makes electricity?
Pretty much, that's how some lighters work. They use a piezoelectric crystal to create a spark. Tourmaline's piezoelectric properties make it valuable in electronics, from pressure sensors to frequency control devices.
It's amazing how these crystals can do so much more than just look pretty.
They're full of surprises.
Okay, what else is on the list? The guide mentions fluorite and how it glows under UV light.
Ah, yes, fluorite. It's known for its vibrant fluorescence. It has impurities that absorb UV light and re-emit it as visible light, creating that glow. It's a big hit with collectors.
It sounds beautiful.
Oh, it is. It's a great example of how the interplay of light and matter can create stunning visual effects.
Now, on to sapphires and rubies. The guide says they're both corundum and incredibly hard.
They are. Corundum is a form of aluminum oxide, second only to diamond in hardness. The difference between rubies and sapphires comes down to, you guessed it, impurities.
Impurities again. What a theme.
Right. Chromium gives ruby its red color, while iron and titanium are responsible for the various hues of sapphire. Their hardness makes them perfect for jewelry and even for components in high-end watches.
So, the next time I admire a sapphire, I'll be thinking about those tiny impurities that make it so special.
Exactly.
Okay, we've explored some individual crystals. Now, where do these amazing things come from? The guide talks about some really cool natural formations, like the giant crystal cave in Mexico.
That cave is truly mind-blowing. It's filled with enormous selenite crystals, some reaching over 39 feet long. They formed over millions of years in a cave saturated with mineral-rich water. It's a testament to the incredible power and patience of geological processes.
Wow, imagine being there and seeing those crystals in person.
It would be an unforgettable experience.
And then there are geodes. They're like a surprise package. Plain rock on the outside, but when you crack them open,
A burst of sparkling crystals. Geodes form in cavities within rocks, groundwater seeps in, carrying dissolved minerals. As the water evaporates, the minerals crystallize, creating those hidden treasures. They're so popular because of that element of surprise.
the guide also mentions Herkimer diamonds, which are a special type of quartz crystal.
Herkimer diamonds are unique because they have points at both ends, unlike most quartz crystals, which typically form on a base. They're highly prized for their clarity and brilliance.
And then there's labradorite, with its dazzling labradorescence.
Labradorescence is an optical phenomenon that creates those flashes of color. It's caused by light reflecting off microscopic layers within the crystal, and it's absolutely mesmerizing.
I've seen pictures, and it's truly captivating.
It is.
So these crystals come from all over the world, right? The guide lists a bunch of locations.
It does, and each location has its own unique geological history, which determines the types of crystals found there.
Makes sense. So Madagascar, for example, is known for rose quartz and labradorite.
Right, Madagascar has the perfect geological conditions for those crystals to form.
And Brazil is a major source for amethyst and topaz.
Brazil has a lot of volcanic and hydrothermal activity in its past, which created the ideal environment for amethyst and topaz formation.
Then there's Sri Lanka, famous for its high-quality sapphires.
Absolutely. Sri Lanka's geology is rich in metamorphic rocks, which have produced some of the world's most stunning sapphires.
And when it comes to diamonds, South Africa and Australia are the big names.
Those regions are known for kimberlite pipes, which brought diamonds up from deep within the Earth's mantle. They've been the primary source of diamonds for centuries.
And closer to home, we have Arkansas in the United States, known for high-quality quartz.
Arkansas has a unique geological history that led to the formation of exceptionally clear quartz crystals. So as you can see, the geology of a region is fundamental to the types of crystals you'll find there.
So we've covered where they come from, but the guide also talks about treatments that enhance the beauty of crystals.
Yes, treatments like heat and irradiation are commonly used to bring out the most desirable colors in gemstones.
So like a little boost to Mother Nature.
You could say that. Heat can change the oxidation state of trace elements, altering the color. Irradiation can introduce color centers, intensifying or even changing the color.
Now, shifting gears a bit, the guide also talks about titanium, which is used in construction.
Titanium is a fascinating material. It's incredibly strong and lightweight, and it's very resistant to corrosion.
What makes it so different from the crystals we've been discussing?
Well, titanium is a metal, not a mineral, And it's often used in engineered alloys, meaning it's combined with other metals to enhance its properties.
I see. So it's both a natural resource and a product of human innovation.
Exactly. We extract it from minerals, but then we use our knowledge to create alloys with specific properties.
And the guide even mentions synthetic diamonds created through CVD or chemical vapor deposition.
CVD is a process that allows us to grow diamond crystals in a lab. It's quite remarkable.
So we can basically create diamonds now.
In a way, yes. These synthetic diamonds might not have the same perceived value as natural ones in the jewelry world, but they're incredibly useful for industrial applications.
It sounds like science fiction.
It does, doesn't it? It's a great example of how we can use our understanding of natural processes to create materials with amazing properties.
Wow, we have covered so much today.
Mm.
From basic identification to advanced materials like titanium and lab-grown diamonds, this has been a real deep dive.
It has. We've gone from the Mohs scale to labradorescence, from Madagascar to Arkansas, and from heat treatment to CVD. It's been quite a journey.
I hope everyone listening feels a bit more knowledgeable about crystals and materials.
Me too.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a thought. Considering the incredible processes that create these crystals and the ingenuity we apply to manipulate them, what other wonders might our planet hold, just waiting to be discovered?
And what new applications will we develop as our understanding of these materials
everyone.
deepens?
Welcome back to our channel. Today,
Thanks for
we're
joining
diving
us.
into the
Until next
fascinating
time.
world of crystals and materials with our new product, the ultimate guide to identifying and using crystals and materials. This comprehensive guide is packed with information covering everything from the basics of crystal identification to advanced techniques for using these materials in various applications. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this guide is a must-have for your library. Our expert authors have spent countless hours researching and writing this book, ensuring that you get the most accurate and up-to-date information available. With clear and concise explanations, you'll be able to identify and understand crystals and materials like a pro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Little Movie Magic today. We're diving deep into the world of crystals and construction materials. Whether you're a gem enthusiast, a collector, or someone looking for high-quality materials for practical use, this video is for you. Stick around as we explore how to identify these materials, their unique properties, and their significance in modern applications. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. When it comes to identifying crystals, there are several key features to examine. The most common methods involve analyzing a crystal's hardness, luster, color, and transparency. Hardness is measured using the Mohs scale, where diamonds rank as the hardest material at 10, while talc is the softest at 1. A simple scratch test can determine a crystal's relative hardness. Luster refers to how light interacts with the crystal's surface. Some minerals, like quartz, have a vitreous glass-like luster, whereas others, such as pyrite, have a metallic sheen. Transparency is another distinguishing factor. Some crystals, like clear quartz, are fully transparent, while others, like amethyst, range from translucent to opaque. Gemologists also use UV light tests and refractive index measurements to enhance accuracy. These tests help confirm authenticity, distinguishing real crystals from their synthetic counterparts. So next time you pick up a crystal, take a closer look at its unique features. Crystals come in various forms, each with distinct characteristics. Quartz, for instance, is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth, available in multiple variations such as rose quartz, amethyst, and citrin. Each variation has unique color properties due to elemental impurities. Another popular crystal is tourmaline, known for its piezoelectric properties, meaning it can generate electricity when pressure is applied. This feature makes it valuable in electronic applications. Fluorite, on the other hand, is admired for its fluorescence under UV light, making it a collector's favorite. Sapphires and rubies, both composed of corundum, are among the hardest naturally occurring materials. They are widely used in jewelry and high-end watchmaking due to their durability. By understanding these key properties, you can make informed decisions when selecting crystals for personal or industrial use. Some of the most breathtaking crystal formations occur naturally in caves, mines, and geodes. The giant crystal cave in Mexico, for example, is home to some of the largest selenite crystals ever discovered, measuring up to 12 meters in length. Geodes, which are hollow rock formations lined with crystals, often contain quartz, calcite, or amethyst. These natural marvels form when mineral-rich water deposits layers over thousands of years. Due to their aesthetic appeal, geodes are highly sought after for home decor and spiritual healing practices. Certain crystal formations also have unique metaphysical properties. For instance, Herkimer diamonds are double-terminated quartz crystals believed to enhance clarity and focus. Meanwhile, labradorite exhibits a phenomenon called labradorescence, a mesmerizing color shift that makes it a favorite among collectors. So, what are you waiting for? Get your copy of the sources and notable locations for crystals and materials. Crystals and rare materials are mined from various locations worldwide. Madagascar is famous for its rich deposits of rose quartz and labradorite, while Brazil is a top producer of amethyst and topaz. Sri Lanka, known for its vibrant sapphire mines, remains one of the leading sources of high-quality gemstones. For industrial-grade materials, places like South Africa and Australia dominate diamond mining. The United States, particularly Arkansas, is known for high-quality quartz production. Each region's geological conditions contribute to the distinct properties of the minerals found there. Advanced treatment techniques and titanium in construction. Many crystals undergo treatment to enhance their beauty and durability. Heat treatment is commonly used to deepen the color of sapphires and citrine. Irradiation can enhance the color of topaz, making it more appealing in jewelry applications. On the industrial side, titanium is revolutionizing the construction industry due to its strength, lightweight nature, and corrosion resistance. Found in both natural minerals and engineered alloys, titanium is used in aerospace, medical implants, and even high-end architecture. Advanced techniques like chemical vapor deposition (CVD) create synthetic diamonds for industrial use, offering an alternative to traditional mining. These innovations continue to expand the possibilities of material science, blending nature's wonders with human ingenuity. Wraps up our deep dive into the fascinating world of crystals and materials. Whether you're an enthusiast, a collector, or looking for high-quality construction materials, understanding these properties can help you make informed choices. Let us know in the comments which material intrigued you the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. See you in the next video. Understanding the origins of these materials not only enhances appreciation, but also helps buyers make ethical sourcing choices. Sustainable mining practices are crucial to preserving these natural resources for future generations. Ultimate guide to identifying and using crystals and materials today, and unlock the secrets of these fascinating materials. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting tech info. Until next time, happy exploring!